Hello traders out there in Traderland, my name's Dez here at Grok Trading. This is the weekend edition, good through Sunday, September 9th, 2012. And you are only one decision away from becoming a whole new trader, a brand new trader, and a very educated, well-rounded, and superstar trader. We have a mentorship coming up Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. September 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Send us an email at mentor@groktrade.com for a simple interview process. It's a simple little phone call to find out if we have a match. Let's move on. Now, my goal right now is to give you enough information to make you want to, one, leave a comment. If you're on YouTube, two, click like, and three, pass this on to a friend or share us on a trading community with a link or in a chat room with a link. So let me start. First, the S&P 500 is the best index to look at. It is the barometer of all barometers, and we're looking at the daily here. We got a massive pop on Friday. We are up slightly across the board with a major move here on the banks, up 0.6% when nothing else come close to that. VIX down a whopping 8% on Friday. We are down hovering around 14, gang. That is very low on the volatility index, the fear indicator. On the daily, we had this condensing bull flag. It breaks out here on Thursday. Friday, we end the day. If you notice, there's no upper shadows on either of the last 2 days. That means we close at the day's high. That is quite bullish to happen. If I go over here to the MACD down here, you can see that we are heading northbound. All looks well. We do have a slight downtick on the histogram. And if I go to the weekly chart, this is huge. We got a big major trend line coming down. We broke that last week. We do a little pullback. We pop the end, or last month rather, we come up over this. And this week we had a major pop. We are now over a main trend line and a resistance point that goes way back to 1424. We are over that, closing at the week's high. That is quite strong. Only thing I'm watching here is the bearish divergence on the MACD centered oscillator. This could backfire on us, so watch this. All I can tell you now is we have a lot of upside potential to be. And you know what? Looking at the news here, it shows that we are at a 4-year high. 4-year high. This has actually been the best week we've had since June. And that's after the unemployment rate. We were at 8.3, now we're at 8.1, but it did disappoint. Nonetheless, we are popping. They're saying that the QE3 is knocking at the door, and people are hoping that that's going to come to fruition. The monthly chart, watch this. Monthly chart on the S&P. We are now over a main trend line. That is huge if we can stay above that for this month. So all major resistance points for the most part on the S&P have been broken. This is the time to be bullish, not bearish. And we take a look here at the NASDAQ. Now this is the monthly look on the NASDAQ. Show you something here. We are just popping up over these highs. It's 3134 area. We are now at 3136, so we busted resistance on the monthly. On the weekly, check this out. We have a major trend line coming across, big fatty here. We are now over the top of that. You know what? I would probably bring in another line. I'll go right here to that high. And we're just a smidgen over that. Not too bad for the weekly. Now here's the daily. Daily, we have some resistance coming up here. Daily, we kind of stuttered step. We're just taking a sideways move here. We did make a higher high, higher low, but didn't do a whole lot of anything on Friday. Now, Russells, I want to show you something here on the Russells. Here's the daily on the Russells. We're at a resistance point. This is small cap, so this could be a leader. We have a nice, healthy MACD, centered oscillator, moving higher, a slight drop in the histogram, but we are at resistance here. If I go to the weekly chart, check this out. We have busted over the tops here. We are breaking over, let's see, I don't think if I were to add that, no, we have some resistance levels coming up around this 850 and higher. This would put us around, no, it looks like 868, 870 region. So be watching for that. On the monthly chart, you can see here we're in this uptrend. We're getting ready to run into some 850 resistance, and that's that previous swing high that we have, and some more resistance up here. So the big thing is the daily. Daily's at resistance. We need to power through that. Let's go over here and take a look at the banks. This is the daily on the banks. Just boom, we are taking off, breaking major trend line, major resistance. If I look here at the weekly, looking really nice. Symmetrical triangle breakout, looking really, really nice. Nice positive tick here on the histogram. If I go to the monthly, it's starting to make a nice move over a lot of resistance points. Lot of area. I'm going to go to this high. Oh man, we just, look at that, just poking our head over that resistance. Wow, pretty cool. Let's take a look at the VIX. This here is a monthly VIX. I mean, look how low we are, gang. Every time we hit these lows, it rallies back pretty strong. We're almost there. If I go back in history and see what happens here, we got down into these lows and we got really bearish in the markets. Remember, the VIX, if it goes up, that is bearish. We're getting ready to hit that area again. Be watching 14 on the VIX. GLD on gold, we could be at resistance on the monthly chart. So we started making a nice move. We're popping on volume. I mean, this month we're just getting started. Let's look at the weekly volume. Big volume, nice volume on this run, so I like that. We do have some resistance coming up, but this monthly resistance, let me go back to that. We are at a major trend line, gang. That's a big one. We have support. We broke that support, so we get a big candlestick. It's very typical. Now we're touching it. This could reverse on us. If it does reverse, this will be called the kiss of death, and it will roll over and it will trash and burn right here. However, if QE3 comes out and actually happens, you should see gold rally strong. On the monthly, this thing's just on fire. Here is the trading channel it's in, and we will be coming to a resistance point fairly soon. I would say GLD, if it gets to 171.40, be looking to take some off the table right there. Let's take a quick look here at silver. Silver is on fire. Remember the falling wedge and the pullback? We talked about this. This was a great opportunity to buy, and hopefully you pick some silver up. If you look here on the weekly, it's just a huge falling wedge. Of course, this is an entry happening on nice volume. On the monthly, it's got the 20-month moving average acting as resistance. Let's take a look at Apple. Apple monthly, just on fire. It's just pulling away from all major moving averages here. And if you look here on Apple weekly, we're trying to build a little bit of a base. We'll see how that plays itself out. And here we're just, man, as long as we stay above these EMAs, I mean, that is power. Apple is an animal. Let's take a look here at Facebook. Facebook, we have a falling wedge, big bullish divergence, and we have a little pop here. And the question is are we at this resistance level? The answer is yes. Are we hitting our head at a falling 20-day moving average? Yes. So this is a dangerous spot. We actually need to start getting some movement here if it's going to go. Let's take a look at volume. Volume is just nothing to speak of. I'd like to have seen a lot more volume, some institutions buying at these levels. I'm not seeing that right now. I thought there was capitulation taking place here, but it still petered out. I mean, we are still below 19, so I'm not sure if the bottom's put in yet. I'd like to see a lot more volume flow into this low before I want to add any more positions here. I do have a little bit of positions here. I'm buying this low, but yeah, it's risk. It's a bit risky here, so I don't want to go in too much, not yet. If it does start to make a move on volume, you believe you me, I will be in there. So I threw a lot at you, gang. I do stock picks each week. Go to the website freeonlinetradingeducation.com, and once you go there, just click on the bottom right hand side quadrant and you know, go to stock picks. 2 weeks free of charge. Just get signed up. Just put in 2 weeks, number 2, WEEKS. Then they give you 2 weeks free of charge. Just find out if it's for you. But I do stock picks each week, and I think you'll find it very valuable. But anyway, I hope that I convinced you to share this with a friend. And I hope that if you're on YouTube, I convinced you to click like. But here's my question that I have for each and every one of you. We've been on fire here in the markets lately. The question is, next week, how do you think we'll end? Do you think we'll end bullish or bearish? And if you are so inclined, let me know why. So leave a comment below. Thank you very much. Take care and safe trading.